Do you want to learn how to write a song? Looking for new tips for songwriting? Want to become a better songwriter? Or just want to talk music? In this video, we're going to review some items to consider when writing a song. For how to get started writing a song, please watch the last episode, episode number 2. Link below in the description. Okay, let's do this. Hello, my name is Miguel. I hope that you're doing great, but if not, hang in there. Welcome to CODA. This is episode number 3, How to Write a Song. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you like this video. It really helps me a ton and I really appreciate you guys. Okay, let's get into it. On our last episode, we spoke about how to start writing a song, and we learned that we can start writing a song from the music, the melody, the rhythm, or the lyrics. We also spoke about how to create the music and the melody, and we discovered that the music and the melody are complementary to each other, and that they're made up of sequences of musical notes. On this episode, we're going to go a little bit further and we're going to talk about song structure. The song structure can vary from song to song, and different genres have different song structures. For modern music, the song structure of the songs may vary, but the components that make up the song are basically the same. Let's review some of the most common components of a song. The intro. Some songs have an intro, but not all of them do. Some songs start with the verse, and some songs start with the chorus. But the intro is a separate musical section, separate from the verse and the chorus, that occurs at the start of the song. The intro can be an instrumental or a vocal part. For example, on my song It Was You, the intro is the music before I start to sing. Take a listen. I wanted glory. That was a couple of bars of guitars with the bass part. When the vocals come in, that is already the verse. Just a couple of notes. Really consider the length of the intro. Especially nowadays, people don't like very long intros. In fact, you almost never hear a long intro. But if you do have a long intro, make sure it's going somewhere and that it makes sense. A long intro that comes to mind and that it makes sense is the intro to Hotel California, or the whistling intro to Winds of Change. The verse. The verse is a section of the song that is also called a stanza, and this section usually tells the story of the song. It sets the scene and provides lyrical details. The music and the melody is usually the same in the verses, and the verses usually make multiple appearances throughout a song. The lyrical content in the verses does tend to change from one verse to another, and sometimes, for variation, the melody of the verses can also change. Many songs start with a verse. If we wanted to follow a traditional formula, we could say, start with an intro, followed by a verse. Again, there's no right or wrong way of putting together the structure of a song. It's just what feels and sounds right. In the rain, I will call you, and my heart I will give you. When I wake up in the middle of the night, I thought I cannot Chorus. Most songs have a chorus, but not all of them do. The chorus is another section in a song. It tends to be the most memorable and high energy part of the song, and it encapsulates the main message of the song. It is usually the main hook in a song. This section also tends to be a recurring one, but unlike the verses, the choruses tend to keep the same lyrical content. Take a listen to the first chorus of It Was You.
Moving and moving, we're moving. I'm doing, we're doing. I can't decide. And moving, we're moving. I'm doing, we're doing.
The chorus on It Was You repeats twice, and even though I'm adding vocal melodies, the music and the vocals remain mostly the same. Take a listen to the second chorus and pay particular attention to the background vocals.
Moving and moving, we're moving. I'm doing, we're doing. I can't decide. And moving and moving, we're moving. I'm doing, we're doing. God.
The chorus should feel different from the verse, and there are many ways to achieve this. Sometimes you can make the chorus feel different by adding vocal layers and or instrument layers to create a bigger sound. It really also helps if the music is different from the verse. Sometimes you listen to a song and the entire song sounds the same. By changing the music in some way, maybe by removing or adding musical notes, maybe even just one, or changing the entire sequence of musical notes for the chorus, you can get more of a differentiation between the verses and the chorus. Rhythm is another great way to make the chorus feel different. You can change the rhythm during the chorus to something very different or slightly different. In some songs, just switching from the hi-hat to the right cymbal is sufficient to elevate the chorus rhythmically. It just depends on the song. Change the pattern, maybe half time the beat during the chorus. Sometimes going opposite of what is expected is much more powerful and impactful. Transitions and build-ups. These are good ways to also elevate and differentiate the chorus, and we will talk more about them coming up. Sometimes you can just increase the volume of the tracks during the chorus to make it louder and bigger. The bridge. The bridge is another section of the song, often a contrasting part of the song to break from the monotony of repeating verse-chorus patterns. Many times the bridge is like a mini song within the song, and it usually appears after the second chorus. Having said that, sometimes the bridge can exist within the same music as the verse or the chorus. For example, the song It Was You does not really have what you would consider a classic example of a bridge, but the second half of the second chorus could be considered a bridge. Take a listen.
Sometimes it's cold. And it feels my mind, and I'm blue.
The bridge provides a new melody, chord progression, rhythm, or a lyrical perspective. Outro. Similar to the intro but opposite. It is the ending of the song. The outro can be an instrumental, or it could also have vocals. The length of the outro should also be considered, but I do think that the listener is more inclined to listen to a longer outro than to a longer intro, if they like the song that they're listening. There are of course an infinite number of ways that you could end the song, but a good outro is usually related to one of the parts of the song. Sometimes it is the same intro, but with some modifications, and sometimes it is a continuation of the music with some variations. Now you could stop here with these basic elements to make a song, and you could make a great song with just these elements. A classic song formula is intro, followed by a verse, followed by a chorus, followed by a verse, followed by a second chorus, followed by a bridge, and then ending with a third chorus / outro. Let's now look at additional sections that you could consider for your song. CODA. Yes, CODA, as in CODA.show. This is also an ending to a song, but unlike the outro, the CODA is often an independent musical section from the rest of the song. CODAs serve as a final, often climatic section that adds weight, surprise, or reflection to the end of a song. A couple of famous CODAs are the ending of Hey Jude from the Beatles, or the ending of Layla by Eric Clapton, the piano part, which he allegedly stole from Rita Coolidge. Come on, Eric Clapton. Interlude / break / solos. Usually an instrumental section, but could also have vocals to add variety, or to be used as a transition between parts. This often appears after the chorus or post-chorus. Examples of breaks are any instrument solo, music with non-lyrical vocals, syncopated, or music with spoken words. Build-ups. You could categorize this as a transition, but some build-ups can be their own parts. A good build-up generates anticipation in the listener and provides dynamics to the song. If your chorus is failing to shine and feels like it comes in a little flat, consider adding a build-up of some sort. There's so many ways that you can add a build-up. You can have a basic drum build-up, or a vocal build-up, maybe with some harmonies. Some songs even begin with a build-up. A good example is a song like Blind by Korn. Post-chorus. The post-chorus is a section of the music that appears after the chorus, but not many songs have post-choruses. The post-chorus usually has a repetitive quality to it, similar to a refrain after the verse, but tends to have a different quality because of the connection to the chorus. For example, on my song It Was You, I do have a post-chorus that repeats after the choruses. Take a listen.
And then I call and I knew when you hung up, it was you. In the heat of the moment, at the edge of believing.
This post-chorus comes in after each chorus, and I actually use it to end the song. Pre-chorus. This is a distinct section of the song that appears before the chorus. It tends to come after the verse and helps you transition into the chorus. The pre-chorus tends to be short in duration and serves as a bridge between the verse and the chorus. It usually features consistent lyrics, music, and melody across repetitions. Refrain. This is a recurring section that appears after the verses. This section usually repeats the same music and lyrical content. It reinforces the theme of the song, but unlike the chorus, the refrain is usually shorter and is an integral part of the verse. Hook. The hook in a song can be any element of the song. It can be a sound, a vocal part, a rhythm, a melody, the chorus, or any section of the song that has a catchy quality that engages the listener and keeps them wanting to return to the song. Some suggestions for making a memorable hook for your consideration. Keep it simple. Keep it short. Consider repetition of some of the elements that make up the hook. Consider repeating the hook throughout the song. Make it easy to sing along to. That is all the elements in a modern song. When writing a new song, consider each one of these elements separately, but also in relationship to one another. The song should feel like it's going somewhere. A few basic song structures are: number 1, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Number 2, intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, and then outro. 3, chorus, verse, refrain, chorus, post-chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. 4, this is a long one, intro, verse, refrain, pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus, verse, refrain, pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus, bridge, verse, refrain, pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus, outro, or coda. In this video, we covered song structure. On my next video, I will continue to talk about other elements that make up a song. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video for more content. I hope that you have a great rest of the day, and until next time, to us and those like us. And now, for no reason, this is me entering a bunch of numbers in a calculator and making a mistake halfway through. Refrain. This is a recurring. This is lyrical. Chord progression, rhythm. Can I say lyrical? And it encapsulates the main message of the song. It is usually the main hook of the song. The bridge. Lyrical.